I'm on the outside.
Welcome everybody to a new episode of the JJA Show. My name is Jan-Jaap. Well, anyway, we're going to talk something. We're going to very interesting show today. We're going to talk about a franchise today. Actually, it's funny though. I know we have the monthly show, Movie Rants, but when I was reading last week this article, I actually froze in shock. And now, don't get me wrong, I'm a big fan of this franchise, but you can also take the Mickey out of it. And, uh, you know, I understand that Disney, and we're talking about the movie franchise, by the way, here, Star Wars, is bought every right to the Star Wars franchise. And I can understand they want the money out of it. But this is actually milking a cow. Because what is going on? Well, as you have noticed, Rogue One is in the cinemas at the moment. Yeah, I was already not so favored of it. The story was awesome, absolutely. But it looked like the indication of the, as I told you, that with personalities, the personalities were not introduced because there was a lot of new personalities in this movie. And I really had something about who are those people. I never met them. I'm looking at a bunch of strangers and you don't get to know them. There were two. It is ridiculous, and that what I'm scared for is going to happen to hear me good out, other 9 new Star Wars movies. Yes, after Force Awakens, Disney released a statement because of the humongous success, they're going to release another 10 Star Wars movies. Now, is this good? Is this bad? I have something, it is milking a cow. And it is, Disney has told that the ideas came actually original from George Lucas. But if I'm being honest, he couldn't make it. And that's what George Lucas said. At the time when he was doing Star Wars, the technique was not there. The things he needed, you couldn't do it. It was impossible. I understand we are now in a more modern time. We have more techniques coming in. I mean, literally, I can edit this video even on my little computer here at home. All right, and so I had something. Is this really? I understand you want to do those ideas, and they're probably good stories. I was also not disappointed with the story of Rogue One. The problem I had, it was the lack of introduction towards new characters. Because I said, who is this? You know what I mean? For Carrick or. Give me the name, because I can't find. I didn't know who he was. Was he, because it was part 3, 4, was he part of Jabba the Hutt? Was he part of the Dark Force? You don't know that. That is really the guess. And you find quickly out it's from the Empire. But to be quite honest, I also was going in it. I thought it was wrong that they didn't place Darth Vader in that part. That's just my opinion. Okay, I'll be honest, I'm a great Darth Vader fanatic. I think he's brilliant. He's a great evil persona. And that is what I missed. When I saw first Star Wars, and especially when you see New Hope for the first time, damn, you directly know how that he was an evil person. Also, how he presented himself with body language. He was standing like there, the real, and that was actually really lacking in this Star Wars movie, Rogue One. Now, I was very impressed with Part Seven, Force Awakens. I must admit, but also is maybe that is because of the quality and the good producing of JJ Abrams. But the problem is now they're facing is Disney. JJ Abrams is not doing any other Star Wars movies. Well, maybe in the future, but at least not Part 8 or, these spin off Star Wars movies, what we're going to talk about. Because I will go a little bit over the list, what they have planned. Um, so we're going to get Star Wars number 8 and 9 from this trilogy. Then we get another trilogy, that's 10, 11, and 12. And then you have spin offs, Rogue One. Then there will come a movie about Han Solo, Boba Fett, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Master Windu. Now, I hope that Master Windu and Obi-Wan are played by the original characters. And with Obi-Wan, then I'm talking about McGregor, Ewan McGregor. He did it brilliant as the young Obi-Wan. Master Windu must be played, of course, by Samuel L. Jackson. I think that would be a very wise thing to do so. Those are a little bit hints. I will do that because I know they're coming up in age, and that is also for Han Solo for doing what is his name now again? I'm really getting tired of this. Harrison Ford. That I can say what I heard with the Han Solo movie. There are rumors that Harrison Ford is going to do so. So that I think is a plus. Because only one actor can play actually Han Solo, and that is Harrison Ford. The movie will then, what the rumors is that it's going around, it will be released in 2018, and they're doing it brilliant actually. They're not so stupid how to spread it, because the idea is then in 2017 there comes number 8, then in 2018 the Han Solo movie, and then 2019 is coming number 9, and 2020 it's coming the Boba Fett movie. Now the other ones is a little bit, we don't know yet, but it looks like they're going to give every year a new Star Wars movie. So for the next 10 years you can every year look out to a new Star Wars movie. However, you have to be very careful with this, because how are you going to drag it out? I mean, like C-3PO, for that matter, or Luke Skywalker, those actors who played. I have something always. If you're going to do sequel, be prepared to get the original cast. However, that's going to be a little bit difficult over 10 years with the original actors. I mean, they're getting also up on age. Star Wars number 8 is already having an issue with Carrie Fisher dying. Now, if she is in it, what I think they're going to do is they put her in via CGI. I must admit, when I saw Rogue One and they put their Princess Leia in there with CGI, I got really goosebumps. It was really impressive. But, you can also put a whole movie with CGI images and it taking a little bit, yeah, I know. So I have something, there are pros and against and negative about it. Where do I see the Star Wars movie ending? I really don't know. I mean, I'm 10 years. For me, it's of course great. I'll bet you that movie rents, if they're still going along, and I'm still on YouTube, of course, that will be movie rents will be covering those movies. I don't think you should worry about that. Um, so unless the numbers aren't dropped so terrible. Now, what I do know is then what I can tell you, the first five are actually, or the next four Star Wars movies are confirmed. We're just waiting for the next five. Um, do I look forward to it? In a way, yeah, if they can pull it off, a good production. But yeah, it, they really have to come with a Star Wars story. Is it really good doing? Is it making sense? I mean, you can make spin-offs, but you can also make too many spin-offs that doesn't make sense. And that's also for uh, 8 and 9 I have trustworthy in, but what about 10, 11 and 12? You know, you really have to come with a very good story. And also, I would suggest don't put any kind of producer in. Get a producer who can actually make a good Star Wars movie. I mean, you can get the best producer in the whole wide world, but that doesn't mean he will be good at a Star Wars movie. I always have belief, and that sounds really very arrogant right now, is that if you have to do a Star Wars movie, you have to be a world class producer, but you have to also have the feeling for to do Star Wars movie because it's a real um, kind of genre movie that's actually never been done. It is a fairy tale, it is science fiction, it's adventure, action. You have to have these all good combined, and that's why you also have to have a good story. Um, the problem, if I okay, I'll be honest, you know, and even that franchise suffered with it was James Bond. I mean, when you saw Skyfall, was it really a James Bond movie? I didn't think it was a very good movie. Um, don't get me wrong, the actors in it were brilliant, but the story just didn't match. And that was also for Quantum of Solace. I thought was also a letdown. Yes, Spectre I think was brilliantly done again. So that was something, yes. But James Bond, you see that also now slowly is getting up to that ante. They having issues with producing a good story. There are not so many Ian Fleming stories left. None, if that I'm correctly. If I'm wrong on it, please do so because I didn't check what I hear. I see also documentaries. So they have to start writing their own James Bond movie stories, but can be dangerous because if you, as a other writer, uh, if you're not Ian Fleming, and that is impossible because the guy is not living anymore. So another guy has to step in. You never, if another writer takes over, you're never ever going to get the feel as what Ian Fleming could bring because it's his story. He knows the persona very well. It's his persona that he created. So, and that's what I think sometimes is lacking in the new James Bond movie. It is slowly coming to fruition that you can see it on the screens. Now, that's what I'm scared also for is going to happen with Star Wars. Because you can say, yes, the idea is coming from George Lucas. That is true. But did he write those stories? I don't think so. I think Disney is coming in and they're going to create the stories. Yeah, but you're a different writer. And don't get me wrong, I have nothing against Disney. They bring brilliant storytelling movies. They have a good plot to the movies. But, you know, that is Disney movies. I mean, this is Star Wars. I don't see the comprehension between Donald Duck and Yoda. Just to give it, you know, you see what I'm getting at? So you really have to watch out with this. Um, okay, when I'll be honest, when I saw number 7, and I think she has a bright future for the Star Wars if she wants to continue with this role, because she's still a young actress and she played the role of Rey. Now, if they're smart, they make sure at least she plays them till 12. Because she is a personality, she's still young in the movie, she's fresh, she did a very brilliant, good job. So I'm hoping, for that matter, that she stays in the Star Wars movies. Yeah, that's what I have a feeling. But who am I? Anyway, that is what I actually wanted to talk about today. It's not so much, but I actually would like to know what you're thinking about the idea of the new Star Wars movies. Coming these kind of so much movie out. Is they're not. I'll be honest. I checked on International Movie Database. They are not registered yet. So I don't know if it's already 100% finalized. Harrison Ford, I've been dealing a little bit with the Han Solo movie. That looks almost as a go. So that should be popping up soon on International Movie Database. I will plant it into the description box also the link so you can read more where I got my information from. So and you can read also about the matter. Yeah. If it's going to happen, I just hope it will be brilliantly done. I'm just hoping that, because Star Wars is a unique movie and it has something magic, and that magic has to stay there. Okay? Thank you for watching. If you like the show, please push the subscribe button. I think it's here. It's here. Here. Hey, well, anyway, I'm seeing myself in the mirror. That's why. Sorry about that. Well, push the subscribe button. If you, but I also ask you nicely to like the video, of course. Share the video on social media. Send it to your friends if you have Star Wars friends. Let me know about your thoughts about the future of Star Wars. If you think because I really need work to work, commercial, please help me out. So send it to your brother, your sister, your mother, your daddy, your lover, your husband, your wife, your boss, your coworker, doesn't matter who. Just forward this movie. If you know somebody who's addicted to Star Wars, please send it out to them. My name is Jan-Jaap. Tomorrow I'm back with another episode of The Pitch. See you then, and have a great Monday evening. See ya. Bye.